Hello, everybody. I know it's a little dark here. Shit, give me some light, right? Oh, God, it's been too long. Sorry, Domino. It's been too long to say hi, say the least. How the hell is everybody out there? God, I was looking for something. Hold on one sec. I hate this. Oh, run. I know, it's been a while. Hey, Nancy, how are you? Hey, Thomas. Hey, Weasel. Jesus Christ, you're missing your right. Why don't I do that? Son of a bitch. Hold on one second, everybody. I'm going to change something up. Well, at least while we're here, I figure what I'm going to do is I'm going to go live on the big screen here. Here, Donna. God damn, what the fuck? Come here. Here, hold on, everybody. Here, just take this out. Put this in here. Then I can read your comments. Unlike every time I go on live of late, I can't read you guys' commentary. This way, here we go. Let's see, where's that son of a bitch go? Right there. There we go. Here, we just do it. All right, come on. Channel in. Here, let's see if I can get this stupid SOB to work. See, son of a... Oh, wait. You gotta hang with me, guys. Bear with me a few seconds. I'm going to get the monitor. We could. Yeah, we're good. I'm just trying to get the monitor set up. Subscribe. Yes, subscribe to my channel, please. What the fuck am I missing here? No, you ask. Well, this is connected to this. Here, hold on one second, guys. Son of a bitch. No, I'm trying to set this. Hold on one stupid second. What is with this? Is this not HDMI? Is it this one then? That doesn't fit. It's got to be this one. Here. Right, that goes in there. All right, now that should sync. Hold it. There we are. Thank you, God. It's so much easier. Hey, Thomas. No, I'm not ordering pizza tonight. Thank you. If I've got, I got frozen pizza. Hey, Pat. Let me see. So if I do this, that's, I want positive. I want plus. I don't know. I don't want to shrink it. I want to enlarge it, you stupid bastards. Great. I just made that smaller. How do you, was that how? Okay. So no, yeah, unfortunately I'm a little bit down. The Clippers got their asses in the last little tenth of a second. They lost the game to the team they were losing to. I forgot who the hell it was. Denver, I guess. Not Denver, somebody else. Yes, it is Denver. Yeah, Peyton's in. That's right. How's it? All right. I gotta move this so I can see better, so I can see what's on the screen. I'm just hearing sounds. Love that picture of you and Sharon. Well, yeah, there you. Yeah, if I move over, she's just right over my. Sam, we're on live. Get off. Get over here. Doing okay. To be honest with you, I'm here to God, I don't know what the hell I'm here to do. I need you guys to do me a favor. I need you guys to go out and rent this movie, House at the End of the Drive. Go out and spread it like wildfire, seriously. And, you know, I keep on looking in that window, in that right there, and thinking I keep on seeing somebody walking around in there to the point where I want to turn the light on in that room. Hi, Nance. Read us. Yeah, I'll read your spooky story tonight, Cindy. Hey, Nancy. So, all right. So you guys go out and tell your friends to rent the movie. I need you guys to rent it in the thousands, We're in a deep shit situation here right now. I don't want to get into the details. Just I need your help. I need you guys I really need your help to get this movie out there. Thanks, Nancy. I appreciate that. It's $3.99. It's on Vimeo. If you go to the link, houseattheendofthedrive.com, there's a link to rent this movie, $3.99 for a 3-day rental. It's well worth it. Here's some other links you guys can go to. It's a stupid thing from gosh darn, focus. Yes, and if you'd like to buy the copy of the book, this one as well, I appreciate it as well. I'm going to get new copies in the next couple of weeks, but you guys can order them now, and they'll be going out as soon as they get in here. What did you guys say? No, it's not on YouTube, Nicole. It's on Vimeo. Just had 3 weeks. Yeah, Easter was okay. Nothing really sensational to speak of. Oh, that's good, Nancy. I appreciate that. Tell your friends. I need you guys to spread it, as well as the movie. Send the book, ghosttocielodrive.com. We need to get that out there in the thousands. Oh, thanks, Rebecca. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it. Hi, Mina. And by the way, if anybody knows anybody at all in distribution at Amazon or something that I can sell the movie, that's right. I'd like to sell this movie to a network. But he goes, oh, it's old. It's like, it's a period piece. It's a fun, original story. It's worth the money. Buy it for your network. Rent it. The link is go to houseattheendofthedrive.com, and the link is there. It's right there. It says it right as you go onto the front page. Excuse me very much. So yes, tonight I will read from you the good book. I love this book. I haven't read this in so long, and I get such a kick out of this book. By the way, either the lights are too much, or I don't know. It just feels a little bit too light, too bright is the word. It killed that light, and yeah. This, believe it or not, is a jacket that was given to me by the immortal and the one and only Chuck Barris. That's right. You remember Chuck Barris from the Gong Show and the Dating Game and the Newlywed Show, which he created. This jacket was his. Well, he gave me this jacket, and if you see what it says Saint-Tropez Bam Bam of South Philly, and Woodstock's on it. And that's the back of the jacket. On the front is this. And Chuck was my next door neighbor, and Chuck was a good friend. He loved my dog, Sebastian. And you got to see this. It's got the French flag and the American flag crossing each other. And Chuck gave that to me when he was next door. And I said, what is BAM? He goes, I have a cigarette boat in France. So when I go to Cannes, which he did, he says, I've got this cigarette boat, and it's a speedboat because it's called Bam Bam of South Philly. Who names this? Because that's what it's called, David. And I'll do my my best impersonation of him. This is Chuck Barris. How are y'all? Hey, Jojo, the monkey dog. Go to you. Shut up and get out of here, you. That's right. It's Chuck Barris. How are you doing? David, don't you ever let me see you keep that dog off. David, I'll kick your ass if that dog's off the leash. I swear to God. David, put that dog on a leash. Chuck was great. I love Chuck. He was the greatest friend. And God, he was so generous and so nice and so fun. Wow, that's a few years back, but hey Steve, how are you? Hey Merlino, he's here to party. That's good. How am I? I'm here. That's how I am. But like I said, I need to get the movie out there, and really, I need to get this out there. I need people to rent this movie in mass. I mean, like 30,000 people I need to get to rent this movie to save my ass. I'm in deep sticks, so help me. No, the ghosts are fine. I figured, look, Outside the fact that I got the aquarium on, you might hear the sound of gurgling water, but I figured we would do this. Unlike the past couple of videos with the handheld cell phone walking around the house, I would do it from the laptop. And of course, we can go around the house and do a little stuff like that. The gong show was hilarious. It was way ahead of its time. Are these ghosts in your house? Yes, there's plenty of ghosts in my house. Thanks, Max. How are you, Max? I mean, Matt. Sorry about that, Matt. Hey, KK. Hey, Audra. So, like I said, when are you going to do your haunted cookout again? Do a ghost. Nicole, when somebody calls me up and says, let's do a ghost investigation barbecue, then we'll do it, you know. But until then, I'm not planning on doing anything like that myself. I never missed the Oman stream. Thanks a lot, David. Too funny. I'm working on getting your copy out. Had 3 little slit eyes and a huge smile. Yeah, he did. Chuck, this is Chuck Barris. How you doing? I'm so glad to be here. It's so good to be here. You know, I just can't tell you enough. It's so good. I'm just so happy to be with my friend David Oman. It's so good to be here. Let me tell you, Chuck is just the greatest. But in all seriousness, David, keep that fucking dog, keep Sebastian on a goddamn leash. I'll kick your ass, David, if that. I mean, it was so funny. He was so adamant about seeing the dog on a leash because he loved dogs. He loved Sebastian, my Ridgeback. He was just such a character. Teresa says, where do we get to rent the movie? Always get the deal. All right, Teresa, go to houseattheendofthedrive.com. And there's a link, and right underneath, when you go to the front page, it'll say rent the movie here. Click that link and it'll take you right to where it is. It's on Vimeo. David, please, as a special transit. What do you say? Oh, Spectral Grand Central Station. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. No. Just go to the, like I said, Teresa, go to the houseattheendofthedrive.com and there's a link right there. It says you rent the movie here. Click on the link. It should work. No, the UFO collection, they haven't left. Even if they had, there'd be 1,000 behind them coming in behind them that have left. So there's plenty of spirits, you know. Well, what if I call you? Well, you'd have to have 10 people minimum, and that would be the minimum you'd have to get to do that type of a thing here. It's not something I don't do for smaller groups. Joy, Joy, I need to settle. Give me a call later and we'll talk about what's going on, because like I said, I need to rent this or sell this immediately to stay here. That's what's in the situation. I've got to sell this movie to stay in this house. I have to sell it. And that means renting it a couple thousand, what is it? Like 30,000, like 30,000 rentals of this I would need to square up with what I've got, or 5,000 copies of this. So, well, unfortunately, Joy, there's nothing I can say about it. People are cheap. That's not my situation. I have to, not my problem. I have my own problems to deal with. So in any event, yes, I will be reading from the book, the good book, the interesting book, the crazy. Oh my God, what the hell is this? Did I read this shit? That's a shorty too. That looks like a goodie. Well, thanks, Teresa. I'm glad you did. Nah, Joe, I don't like monetizing. I'm not, look, in my estimation, that's virtual panhandling. Give me some money. I need some money. I broke Kelsey Davies. Can you guys help me out? I broke my camera, my cell phone screen. I had to replace it. And $2,000 later, I said, "How much was you get?" Because I got $2,000. I said, "How much is the screen?" Because $100. I'm not a virtual panhandler. Look, if you guys want to help, rent the movie. Rent the movie. Tell your friends to rent the movie. It's $4 freaking bucks to rent the movie. It's a numbers game. If 10,000 people gave 10,000 shit. All right, if 20,000 people gave four bucks to rent this, that would be better than me just saying, "Can I have some money? Can you give me some money?" Or if I sold 5,000 copies of the book, it would be better. That's my point. I'm of the old school. I do something for somebody, I get some payment for it. So I made the book. You buy the book, I sell you the book. It's good. I feel good about myself, and I feel good about what I've done. The movie, the same thing with the movie. If I rent the movie to you, or if I sell you the movie, if somebody buys the movie for $100,000 so they can put it on television, then they're making money. It's the way I operate. I don't sit there and say, "Can I have some money? I need some money. Can you guys help me out? I have a broken leg. Can I get some help?" I can't do that. I'm sorry. It's just not my way of doing things. I just can't. Hey, Wizard. Well, thanks, Rebecca. I appreciate that. I mean, Joy's right. It's only $4. I mean, you get it for 3 days rental. I'm trying to read what you guys have said. See, you don't see there's a big screen. Hey, forget it. It is entertaining. It is fun. But like I said, I need you guys to start, because otherwise the house and me will no longer exist. So I really need you guys to help me out. If you would, just rent the freaking movie. Go to houseattheendofthedrive.com. You tell 2 friends and tell them to tell 2 friends. And not just to tell 2 friends, but to tell your 2 friends to rent the freaking movie. Tell them to tell 2 friends. And exponentially, that'll help me out. We'll be here in the next 6 months. Yeah, something like that. God damn, Jesus Christ. Your camera was focusing, zooming in and out. Anyone notice that? No, I'm looking at a screen that's right behind you guys. I wonder if there's, you can't make this bigger. No, you can't. It's shit. No, sorry. Like I said, it's on a screen that's around, whatever, feet away from me. I'm not looking at the monitor. I'm looking at the big screen. Well, forget it. Just trust me. Well, thanks, Tandy. I appreciate that. And tell your friends if you like it. Tell your friends and let's get a gosh darn social media buzz, because the studio's like, "Who's in this? Who's in this? Who's the stars?" And it's like, "Who are the stars?" I said, "Well, we got Jonathan Mangrum from Let's Make a Deal. We got Angela Jones from Pulp Fiction. We got Lance Henriksen from Aliens and a million other freaking movies. We got, God, who the fuck else do we have in this movie? Jessica Zora from Gossip Girl. I know Gossip Girl. What's Gossip Girl? I know, but it's something that she was in, that she was big, and it was a big to-do. God damn, who else? Anyways, it's an original motion picture story. It's not a television show that came out in the 60s or the 70s that's been made into. It's not a comic book that's been turned into a real action story. It's an original freaking movie. It's not a slasher film. I will tell you that. If you want to watch it with your kids, I would say I'd feel comfortable having you watch it with your kids, because it's not terrifying. It has blood, but it does not have gratuitous gore. It does not have cuts and slashes and blood just pouring out profusely. I just didn't get into that. Yes, hold up the card here. House at the End of the Drive. It's where they died. But go rent it, like I said, and tell your friends to rent it, etc., etc., etc. You get good. Again, I didn't want you guys looking and saying, "Oh, I saw him in that movie." God, and then your mind go lapse to that movie, the other movie roles that he's or she's been in, and you're like, "Oh God, I remember them. This and this." Is like it detracts from the freaking story. It does not allow you to suspend your disbelief of the characters you're watching and be able to enjoy them for what the story is. Instead, you're caught up in, oh, it's Matthew McConaughey. I remember him and this and this and this and this. And I'm going, I get tired of seeing the same people in movies over and over again, playing different parts, and yet seeing them as doing. Somebody comes to mind when I start saying this, and I'm getting a visual of Mark Wahlberg. Hey, what's the matter? I'm always playing myself. What's the matter with you? You got a problem with me playing myself? I do a very good job of it. Yeah, that's great, Mark, but it ain't acting. Every time I listen to your accent, I'm going, do you ever hear the acting? Can you change? I can't change my freaking Boston accent. I'm sorry. Fuck you. You don't like it? Fuck you. I always play a Boston Irishman. What's the matter? Nothing. It's just limited in a box. In any event, let me not digress. Again, you're supposed to enjoy the story and find it interesting and compelling, not just kind of going, okay, I've seen this person in everything I've seen. I'm bored with it now. I'm sorry. So, oh God, like I said, enjoy the movie, watch it, rent it, tell your friends. I would not call it a modern documentary parody of a historical event. It's not a modern documentary of a historical event. It's a fictionalized story based and inspired by the Sharon Tate murders. There's not a thing in it that is documentarian. It's a complete narrative. I don't know where you come up with that one. That's not really what it is, Cindy. It's a narrative story. It's not a documentary. Like I said, watch it, enjoy it, but rent it. Tell your friends, rent this movie, House at the End of the Drive. It's where they died. It was all shot on location up here. It's a half fact, half fantasy story about a guy who buys a house on a private drive, and he doesn't know that his house was once part of this huge estate where these terrible murders took place some 50 years earlier. And his house is haunted by the victims. But they're caught in a time vortex. So they're in between the present and the past. And just trust me, without giving the story away any further, you'll like it. I can guarantee you will like it. Okay? It's worth the $4. What's the screenwrite? Eric, what does that say? The screenwrite 5? It's a movie with a twist. M. Night Shyamalan would be very impressed with the twist. Hey, adorable. The screenwriter's sweater appears as a policeman in the movie IMDb. She thanks there, Eric. I appreciate that. I can't stand IMDb. There you go, describing to them so they watch it. I will, Cindy. I will describe it to them so they watch it. I just need lots of you guys to watch it and to make it go viral. Make it go like gonorrhea in the South during the gosh darn Civil War. It was running rampant. Okay? Make this thing spread like wildfire. Okay? Like the Tasmanian devil going across. Okay? Do that. What, Cindy? What did I say now that upset you? It is a cool movie, I'm telling you. Ha ha, gonorrhea. Gonorrhea. I wouldn't want to be a gonorrhea, canaphanesia. Confused with chlamydia? Not to be confused with chlamydia, says Joy. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, give me a home with a buffalo rum. All right, let's read this. We shall now read from the book of books. Their scurry scrolls to tell in the dark. This tonight's presentation is of a story called Hello, Kate. Tom Connors was on his way to a dance in the next village. It was a long walk through the woods, but it was a soft, sweet evening, and he loved to dance. He loved dancing. So Tom didn't mind. He had gone a short distance when he noticed a young woman following him. Maybe she's going to the dance, he thought. So he stopped and he waited for her. As the woman got closer, he saw that it was Kate Faraday. They had danced together many times. Hello, Liza. He was about to call, hello, Kate, when he suddenly remembered that Kate was dead. She had died last year, yet there she was, all dressed up for the dance. Tom wanted to run, but somehow he couldn't find it right to run from Kate. He turned and started to walk away as fast as he could, but Kate followed him. He took the shortcut across the field, but she still followed. When he got to the dance hall, she was right behind him. There were a lot of people standing outside, and Tom tried to lose Kate in the crowd. He worked his way to the side of the building, then squeezed up against the wall behind some people. But Kate followed. She came so close, she brushed against him, and then she stopped and waited. He wanted to say, hello, Kate, but just the way he did when she was alive. But he was so frightened he couldn't possibly speak. Her eyes looked into his, and she vanished. That's it. Good story, huh? Cindy, is it not upset? I just know how awesome it was. I wanted to describe it to the viewers. No, thanks, Cindy. I just gotta get people to go out there in droves and watch it. Hey, PJ. What did she say? Teresa, what did Teresa say? Or Jesus Christ. Story time is always a good time. You're scared. Merlino, stop it. You guys better come down and visit too. Just delicious. Ooh, this one's a good. Ooh. Just delicious. Are you quiet now so I can read in peace? Yeah, I keep on feeling, it's Audra, that you mentioned that, it feels like there's somebody there. I feel like I should print the freaking light on so you can see in that room, but yeah, it feels like there's somebody. And yeah, the hell I am certainly all alone tonight. There's nobody here in the house. I was supposed to go over to Flint Ridge to the horse show, but that got rained out, so they had to cancel it. But oh, no problem, Mina. Yeah, it really. I'm looking. I keep on. Obviously, book, but I keep on looking in. What you guys don't see behind you, there's a 40-inch monitor about 7 feet away, and I'm keep on noticing that it's like. Let me see something. Yeah, you see the reflection is from the monitor in there on the screen. So you've got, except that that light moving, that is a car across the canyon. So that you see, I've got the blinds open, so you see that. But no, it never feels like I'm alone here. That's why I want to stay here forever until I pass away sometime in the future. But I need you guys, Merlino, especially you, go share the shit out of this. Tell your friends to send 30,000 people to rent this movie. Make this a viral sensation. Come on, houseattheendofthedrive.com. $3.99 for a 3-day rental. You guys can afford that, and you can tell the world to afford that and pay for that and watch it. Please. That's why I'm on tonight, really. Merlino, just do it. You can help. Do whatever you can. Look on your faces when you see the light. Oh, that was crazy when I saw it. I was going, wait a second. It's like, oh, that's right. That's looking out the window, isn't it? Let me see. Yeah, that's looking out the window. There's a window over there. Not the big slider. That's the one that went to the back and that's going to the side of the house. So that's what that is. So when you saw that car was going up the canyon across. Hey, BHH. Yeah, look, it's less, it's $1.25 a day. For 24 hours, you can rent, it costs you $1.25 for 24 hours a day. All right, $1.33. I'm sorry, $1.33 to rent this per day. So for 3 days and $4, you get to rent this movie. Tell your friends, come on, house at the end of the drive. It's where they died. Look, I'm getting no love from the studios, and all the studios in Hollywood are making and remaking these old freaking movies, these old television shows, these comic books. It's hard for an independent motion picture maker like myself to get a break out there, and I'm really asking you guys to help me make this thing go viral like crazy. Did you guys hear? I could have sworn. I want to say it almost sounded like a woman, like a baby cry or something for like just and it just faded really quick. I was like, in the middle of speaking, I was going to say, all right, I'm going to stop myself. No, I'm going to finish my sentence. Yes, I do have a trailer, Joy. You heard it, Audra? You did hear it, huh? Yes, of course, Audra. I'll be speaking of the, whatchamacallit. Well, David, don't rent it. I need you to I need you to spread the word like wildfire, like syphilis. Like syphilis is being spread in Vietnam. I need you to spread it like fire, man. Terrible, bad sense of humor. I guess I got a Vietnam ghost visiting today. Well, there's no radio on. I don't have the television on. I don't have the radio on. There's nothing on. I mean, the only thing you got is the gosh darn ambient sound of the fish tank, which I could cut off because you can hear the water being shot into the tank from the filtration system. But spirits, I have to call them out on this. If there's anybody here that would like to participate in this evening's show, feel more than welcome to join. Come on, make your presence felt. You want me to take him for a walk downstairs? Donna, was that you making that little bounce? Of course I can. Good Lord. Joy, you're going to have to come up or we have to do an event up here soon. Seriously. Oh, I don't have this. You're right. Let me get the spirit bell. And yeah, let me read that story because that's a good story. Let me get spirit bell. Where is the spirit bell? Oh, God. No way. You left it downstairs? Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. All right. Hold on one second. I got something on the literally cooking on the stove here. Making cat food. Let's see if this is ready. Is this cooked up yet? Is it cooked up? Is it? Looks like it is. All right, good. All right, bear with me, guys. Well, I can actually do this and I can see what the hell I'm doing. He says, no, like, Dad, what are you doing? Here. Since I don't want to be rude while we're on a show, live show that is. Here, let me put this over here. Let me see if I can get this son of a bitch up. Whoa. Go look over there. All right, you guys can see? Yeah, that's me. All right, screw it. Here. Do you guys see this? See, this is what you guys don't see. This This is the TV I'm watching you guys on. So, yeah, let me do this. He cracks me up. Thanks, Teresa. Dana and OKC, this one I must let you know what a joy you are. I've watched hours and hours of your channel. Well, thank you very much. I'm so happy to hear that. I wanted, but I worried no one will book. If you advertise, it will lose. I don't talk to them. I speak. I guess sometimes they talk back, but most of the time I'm just talking to myself. All right, as I was saying, I wanted to do this. I guess I'll do it on camera. Here, this is a couple of chicken breasts, whole chicken breasts that I'm cutting up here. That's right. Look, I can't do this, and I don't want to bore you guys and just be off camera and hear the voice, so you can see what I'm doing. Holy crap. Holy. This is for the cats. This is what I feed my cats. I boil huge chicken parts like this, and then get refrigerated. Hey, Reggie's hearing the food. You ate early, Reggie. I fed you before the show went on. That way I wouldn't be bothered saying, oh, I'm so guilty, I didn't feed my dog. I feel so guilty. No, I feed my dog before I go to the show. That way I don't feel guilty. Because he's sitting here looking me in the eye going, I smell food. I smell food. I smell food. Where the hell's my food, Dad? I smell food, Dad. Come on, Dad, give me some food. Dad, food. No. Then I become an asshole to the goddamn dog. And I got a black and white kitty literally under my feet going, well, I want some food. You don't get me food. You ate. You had salmon for dinner. See, my cats and my dogs, they eat like people. Cats had salmon for dinner. Dog gets homemade dog food. So him and his, what is he now? He's 13. Let's see, Reggie, you've been with me, you're 12 and a half. He's almost, he's 12 and a half years old now. So he's a handful. But, such is the life of being a dog owner. All right, so where were we? Actually got, sounds like, what's this? Yes, this is about somebody brought me a bottle of wine. It says Dark Horse, Cabernet Sauvignon, California 2022. Odds are I won't be drinking this for another decade. I mean, this will be 2035, so by the time I drink it, it'll be 13-year-old wine. Yeah, this is my first time interacting live, by the way. Well, I'm very glad you're happy. I'm glad to have that, Diana, sorry. What's it called? No, it's not Hess. David is a specialist. Sorry, I almost did something that's so politically incorrect. You can't even do it out of humor. Hi, Lisa. I have some feature animals. Yeah, you know why? Because I spend less money on them going to the doctors. They spend less time getting sick. They have a longer lifespan. I have less headaches and problems with them. And listening to the latest food recall from China and something in the grain that's in the gosh darn this brand of dog food. And it makes all the difference in the world in my overall happiness and my pet's happinesses. So then I'm not sitting there worrying like, oh my God, there's blood in his stool. Oh my God, he's got diarrhea, or the cat's got diarrhea, the cat's vomiting. I mean, it makes it a lot easier in my life, in my everyday struggles, and going, gee, well, at least the dogs and the cats are in good shape, and I don't have to worry about that. Me, I highly suggest it if you have a dog or a cat, look into making homemade dog food. I guarantee you're going to save money because your pet's not going to be going to the vet so much. B, you're going to save money because you're not going to have to deal with the heartache of having to put them down prematurely because some gosh darn contaminated food source of their dog food or their cat food has been a problem, and now it's being found out and being disseminated to the public, and you're finding out about it 6 months after the fact the recall was in. Thanks, David. I appreciate that. No, I'm not really much of a fan of wine. I mean, I'll drink it every now and then, but personally, I prefer a drier wine than a sweet wine, because sweet wine's like having grape juice, and there's no fun having grape juice. What? Really? No, I don't. What? This? You want me to engage in sake? No. It's either the sake or the red wine. Well, of course, what am I drinking? What's the impetus to drink? I swear. Um, for the dog food? Oh yeah, dog food's good. I just made it 2 days ago. I use a pumpkin puree base, which is made from pumpkins. I mean, sugarloaf pumpkins that I bought in October that I put on the grill and I steamed, and then I basically took the meat of the pumpkin out and threw the skins out, and then I pureed it and put it into freezer bags, and I've got about probably about 100 pounds of pumpkin puree from last October in my freezers. So I use pumpkin puree. I take raw carrots, raw tomatoes, Roma type hothouse tomatoes, broccoli crowns, and spinach. I puree all of those pieces, all those products raw, and then put them into a large, I guess, kettle, and I cook them, basically get them up to about 190, 200 degrees for about 10 minutes, and then I turn it off and I use that. And I also put in 18 scrambled eggs, 5 pounds of dried pinto beans that I've hydrated and cooked, and I mix all of that in a food processor, blend that all together, and mix that in with about 14 pounds of chicken thigh meat and chicken drumstick meat. So that's what I use. Cupcakes. That's cupcake. I just can't drink. I hate sake, Cindy says. Well, instead I went and got this. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear about that, Teresa. Samantha and Domino tonight are doing well. Hey, Dom. Hey, Dom. Dom. There she is. There's Dom. Say hi, Dom. No, people are looking at you that way. And they're looking that way. Look. No, this way. Down. No, not. Who's your daddy? Who's your daddy? Can you turn around and say hello to the people that are looking at you? Knucklehead. Yeah, I'm going to drink some wine. God knows why. Don, what are you doing? Don, go talk to the people. Don't talk to me. You're so... Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is a glass for drinking wine. Big as a glass. Oh, my God. All right. Tom, say hello. No, not me. Them there. Yeah, I'm sure they like seeing that. There. Well, that was Domino, the skittish cat. This is the aerator. Gee, I swear to God, you have a big enough glass. The whole freaking bottle will fit into there. Shit. I'm not much of a wine drinker, so I got a small amount of it. Yes, a couple pounds. Yeah, like I said, Stella had a brain tumor, but she died at 15 years and 3 months. And that was 12 years ago. So, I got lucky with her. Cheers to you all. This isn't a beer commercial, so I can drink. Yeah, it needs a little more air. So I put a goddamn cap on it. Brilliant move, idiot. It needs to breathe. It means let it open. Let it breathe. Thank you. So like I said, Let's see if we can tell a lot of our friends to rent the movie House at the End of the Drive. And let's explicitly put it this way. If you guys can help me get this out there, we'll do a raffle or a sweepstakes or whatever the fuck it is, a drawing to have some people come here to screen the movie here in person at the house and do a ghost hunt. What are people saying? I wish I could get into drive one into it. No, there's no David karaoke. Sorry there, Joy. Not a chance. No freaking karaoke. So like I said, I need you guys to spread the freaking word about this movie. Just say, go check out my friend's movie. It's $4 to rent it for 3 days. Here's the link, houseattheendofthedrive.com. I really do. Because if you guys enjoy me being here as much as I enjoy being here doing this crazy crap with you guys, I need you guys to help me. I don't want to hand out. I don't want to, hey, can you help me? Can you help me? Please give me some money. Forget that crap. I'm not a virtual panhandler. I'm just asking you to spread the word about the movie. Just tell your friends and have them and say, by the way, can you tell your friends and tell some other friends and get this out there? It's really important to me. And me by meaning you to tell your friends to do that for me. Okay? It really, really would help a lot. I appreciate it. This isn't bad, but. You ever realize you took a glass of wine and you cleaned it, and you didn't exactly clean it as much as you thought you should have, and you see shit floating on top of the goddamn layer? There's like a layer of shit on top of the glass of wine. The surface of the wine's got like, that doesn't look good. So bear with me while I go off camera. Try this again. What the hell is that? God damn. What the minor hell is that going on? They cleaned it well enough, huh? Boy, I'll say. Boy, I will definitely say. Yeah, it's not, it's glass. It's not crystal glass. I think this is might be the problem. Wash that out too, then. Good. So now we'll have to go downstairs to play with Joy's bell. That's right, Joy and Joey. She was the woman that gave me the bell. Oof, if that isn't a haunting sound, I swear, I don't know what it is. All right, it builds your immunity. What builds your immunity? What are you, crazy? Don't give me that crock of crap. Just post the Omen feet, not being funny. People favor feet. Terms of the raffle, anybody can enter. You know, we'll just do a drawing, that's all. Jay, you're funny, but I don't exactly understand what you mean. Build your immunity. Yeah, you mean crap build your immunity? Good luck. Way to poison yourself. So go rent House at the End of the Drive, houseattheendofthedrive.com. Let's see how this is. Yeah, before I could drink it, so he says, why don't you look and see if there's crap on the surface this time, schmuck? Yeah. Otherwise, it's coming from the bottom, right? Right. Excuse me. Time for a new dishwasher. This has been. You want to know the truth? When the last time I actually drank out of this glass was, geez, like 15 years. You see, A, it's a large glass. B, it's one of only one. C, it's tucked away there in the cabinet. Yeah, you can see right here. See over here? There's like 3 glasses here. They're commemorative. This one's from September of 1989 in the Almaden Valley Art and Wine Festival. Shelley McQueen from up in San Jose got me that. This is from the Los Olivos Wine Merchant. And I do believe this, if I'm not mistaken, oh my dear goodness, God. Is this the song of business you mentioned? All right, so this is, I think this is from my, when I rushed my fraternity at USC way back in the day. Yeah, I know, I went there, I didn't enjoy it, but I did go there. It's interesting stuff, isn't it? Oh, don't know. In any event, it is not used normally for drinking. So you like champagne. Good Lord, I can't stand champagne. It gives me a terrible headache. His face lit up when we bought ours. Yes, I've got your toy. It's downstairs. I'm in the bell. So, like I said, I feel I'm blowing the crap out of you guys. All right, Reggie, what? What's up, sweetheart? I gotta talk to him when he comes in and asks me for something. What's the matter? You want to go outside? Is this about going in front of the house? All right, let me take a sip of this. Let me take him outside because he wants to. Like I said, okay, I didn't know that was gold. Yeah, this is. I don't drink wine very often, and usually I don't drink out of these glasses. Jesus Christ. It's okay. It's not that great. I've had better, obviously. So let's go outside since Reggie wants to go outside. Lights him outside. Hold on 1 second. Okay, hold on, Ray. This is a bit of a production, Ray. Come here. Can we do this? Stop music. All right, so come here. We're gonna go outside. We're gonna take them with us. Oh shit! Son of a bitch. All right. I can't take you with me. I got you hooked up to the big screen right there. So I'm going to go outside. So hold on for a second while I go outside. Davis, I don't have a favorite. First of all, my name isn't Davis. My name is David. Second of all, I don't have a favorite alcoholic beverage, honestly. So let me go outside because he's got to go to the bathroom badly. Go quick. Come on, go. Come on, Jesus Christ. Oh, I need the ass. Oh my God, it is fucking brutally cold out there. How cold is it? It's 54 freaking degrees. That's how cold it is. It is cold out there. It is 54. Yeah, to you guys in the Midwest, you're like, 54 is nice and warm for us. The hell's with you, Americanos in California? It is brutal out there, man. It is brutal. It is brutal out there. Oh my God, it's so cold. Yeah, I just went out there with my t-shirt and nothing else. Oh, you want me to bring you closer? All right. Scratching my throat. All right, let's pull you all closer to me. There's no reason to be so far away. Just wait a second. Don't do that. They want to see. So now you can hear. I'm going to give you guys. I'm going to give you this break. I'm going to do for you what you need done. Spirits, they're not watching you. Don't do that to your foot. Nobody likes to see that. David, what is your favorite? Going for a walk. No, I just had to take him outside and go to the bathroom. That's okay, Lisa. I love giving people shit when they screw up. It's okay. 74 here in Fort Worth. Wow. Jesus, you guys were having a torrential rainstorm a couple weeks ago to go to this type of nice weather. Upper 60s. Hey, boy, it's warm out where you are, Audra. That's okay, Lisa. It's okay. The S is right next to the D. I understand it. I want a description of your memorabilia for the first time I watched your channel. I've wanted a description of which memorabilia are we talking about? Oh yeah, if anybody's interested in my Jack Johnson boxing memorabilia, the website is up for sale. The entire contents of the website is up for sale for 1/3 of its value at $35,000. I just want to get out of it and get all that stuff taken care of. Hey, Reg. The Jack Johnson photos. Yes, Dana, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, Dana, take a look at jackjohnsonboxing.com. What is that? All right, is anybody seeing that this right here, it's like flashing almost? Now, there, you see that, how it flashed, like it goes black and then it goes back to white? What's that all about? That's a trip. I'm watching this on the monitor, so you guys got to be seeing that. Hey, Moonchild. Moonchild, we're talking about people going out and renting the movie in vast numbers. That's right. This is sponsored by House at the End of the Drive. We need you to go to houseattheendofthedrive.com and rent the movie. I need you to tell your friends and all your other friends and all your other friends. Otherwise, I won't be here much longer in this house. Reggie, what are you doing? He's eating food where the cat was eating. Anyways, let me read from you from the good book, Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. This is called Just Delicious. George Flint loves to eat. Each day at noon, he closed his camera shop for 2 hours and went home for a big lunch his wife, Mina, cooked for him. George was a bully, and Mina was a timid woman who did everything he asked because she was afraid of him. On his way home from lunch one day, George stopped at the butcher shop and bought a pound of liver. He loved liver. He would have Mina cook it for dinner that night. Despite all his complaints about her, she was a very good cook. While George ate his lunch, Mina told him that a rich old woman in town had died. Her body was in the church next door. It was in an open coffin. Anyone who wanted to see her, oh, sorry, will you stop it? The dog's licking my... Anyone who wanted to see her could. As usual, George was not interested in what Mina had to say. I've got to go back to work, he told her. After he left, Mina began to cook the liver. She added vegetables and spices and simmered it all afternoon, just the way George liked it. When she thought it was done, she cut off a small piece and tasted it. It was delicious, the best she'd ever made. She ate a second piece, and then a third. It was so good she couldn't stop eating it. It was only then that the liver was all gone she thought of George. He would be coming home soon. What would he do if he found that she had eaten all the liver? Some men would laugh, but not George. He would be angry and mean, and he would not want to face, and she did not want to face it again. But where could she get another piece of liver that late in the day? Then she remembered the old woman lying in the church next door waiting to be buried. George said he'd never had a better George said he'd never had a better dinner. Have some liver, Mina, he said. It's just delicious. I'm not hungry, she said. You finish it. That night, George had fallen asleep. Mina sat in bed trying to read, but all she could think about is what she had done. Then she thought she heard a woman's voice. Who has my liver? It asked. Who has it? Was it her imagination? Was she dreaming? Now the voice was closer. Who has my liver? It asked. Who has it? Mina wanted to run. No, no, she whispered. I don't have it. I don't have your liver. Now the voice was right next to her. Who has my liver? It asked. Who has it? Mina froze in terror. She pointed at George. He does. She said he has it. Suddenly the light went out, and George screamed and screamed. That's pretty fucked up. What did you guys say? The camera's trying to focus on a ghost hunt. I don't know who's hanging around behind me, Audra. I have no clue. Weasel is not happy with that book, that story. I can't take my eyes off the room behind you. It feels like there's someone. Of course, there's someone in there. No, of course, the lights don't matter to the spirits. Come on, you know better than that. One extra exuberance in the storytelling. Well, thanks, Lisa. I appreciate it. I have the liver. We all have a liver. Very funny, Mina. Yeah, I thought about you, Mina, when I was reading and saying, oh, Mina, you must really find this interesting. I shared the link to your movie on my Facebook page. Everybody that's watching this, I want you to share the link. What the flying? Oh. Share this information with your friends and family and everybody they know. House at the end of the drive. It's where they died. I need you guys to tell your friends. Don't just sit there. I want you to share it on Twitter, Instagram, on TikTok. I'm not on TikTok, I'm sorry to say, but I need you guys to share it and say, watch this movie. Please rent this movie. It's $4 for a 3-day rental. Check it out. Here, go take a goddamn picture of this and share it with your friends. Hi, Kim. Hi, Kathy. So tell that to your friends. I just want the movie to get out there and people to want it so that I can then share it with the networks and get a network to put it on television so you guys can see it for free on TV in mass. But again, share this with your friends. Please share the link with your friends. How long have I been on? For an hour and 3 minutes. All right, one more short story. Then if you want, we'll go downstairs. I want a good one. All right, let's try this one. Footsteps. Liz was doing her homework, and Liz was doing her homework at the dining room table. Her younger sister, Sarah, was asleep upstairs. Their mother was out, but she was expected back any minute. When the front door opened and shut, Liz called, "Hello, Mama." But Mother didn't answer, and the footsteps Liz heard were heavier, like a man's. "Who's there?" she called. No one replied. She heard whoever it was walking through the living room and then up the stairs to the second floor. The footsteps moved from one bedroom to another. Again, Liz called, "Who's there?" The footsteps stopped. And then she thought, "Oh my God, Sarah's in her bedroom." She ran upstairs to Sarah's room. Only Sarah was there, and she was asleep. Liz looked in the other rooms, but found no one. She went back down to the dining room and scared out of her wits. Soon she heard the footsteps again. They were coming down the stairs into the living room. Now they went into the kitchen. Then the door between the kitchen and the dining room slowly began to open. "Get out!" Liz screamed. The door slowly closed, and the footsteps moved out the kitchen through the living room toward the front door. The door opened and shut. Liz ran to the window to see who it was. No one was in sight, nor was there any footsteps in the fresh snow that had been falling. That's a goodie. These are small, little, scary, creepy vignettes that fuck with your head. I'm telling you, the stuff that I read, I'm going, that could happen to anybody. It could happen, and it's not like Freddy Krueger's gonna get you, or Jason Voorhees, or none of that crap, or Michael Myers. It's just the stuff that could happen to you at any time, anywhere, without any cause, without any fear. It just happens to you. Boo! Moonchild, what is? Can you also sell autographed postcards? No. First of all, honestly, to be honest with you, Moonchild, I ran out of these. I have to order these. I have to order a whole mess of these freaking postcards, these two-sided postcards. So I don't really like the idea of selling postcards. I include them in an autographed postcard and the autographed copy of the book. So I figured that's good. Bros. Yeah, I'm telling you these stories. You can see them in your own mind's eye, saying, I can see myself in that situation. I heard you, Sam. What's up, kiddo? That was Samantha. The light in the window means there's somebody driving up the canyon up there. That's all that is. But I don't know if your window faces the road. Yeah, it does. It faces across the canyon. So that's what you're seeing, is somebody driving across the canyon. What's the name of the book you're reading from? Well, actually, it's the anthology of Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. This is all three of them. All three stories. I bought this online for like $5. It's three different books, all completely connected as one. Thanks, Steve. I appreciate it. Whatever you guys can do, I really, really need a break. Oh, God. Oh, my. So like I said, go check out jackjohnsonboxing.com. If somebody's interested, the entire website and all the contents are going to be sold for $35,000. I know that sounds like a lot of money, but considering that the retail value is closer to $75,000 to $90,000, it's a deal. It's a freaking deal. I think it's like 300 pieces of memorabilia up there, including old vintage books, sports compendiums from each year, from like 1904 to 1921. It's amazing. I don't. Selling a promotional piece that's signed by me, I find it hard to do something like that. That's all I'm trying to say. Sell it because I signed it. It's like, no, look, you buy a gosh darn book, you get the signed postcard in the book with a couple of stickers until I'm out of stickers, but it's a good little book. It's a fun book, and inflation hasn't hit it yet, so don't worry about it. Excuse me. I'm not selling postcards. The books I'm selling because it's a physical copy of the book, and it's autographed, and it comes with the postcard too. I'm just thinking to myself how upset I am with the Clippers for how they lost that goddamn game. God, with 0.1 seconds, less than a tenth of a second, when the guy sank it. I'm sorry. So sorry. So what did you guys say? No, the Jack Johnson stuff. No, Lisa, I already sold 800 pieces at the auction 2 years ago. this last 300 pieces of the stuff that I ended up getting back that they didn't list at the auction that they were going to list on future auctions. I said, no, cancel the agreement. I'm done with you guys. You guys suck. So, and that was Golden Auctions. Was it Denver that beat the Clippers? I guess it was Denver. Yeah, great. Thanks a lot, Merlino. Very funny. So like I said, if somebody's interested, the entire inventory of jackjohnsonboxing.com, they can make, like I said, buy it all for $35,000. There's a ton of stuff there, a ton of history there to be bought and to be sold. But again, check out houseattheendofthedrive.com. Here are all the websites you can see. We better move it forward. I don't know. It's hard. It doesn't want to focus. In any event, I appreciate you all for coming and hanging out this evening. I don't want to take up too much time. What? You want to go down? You guys want to go downstairs? Oh, somebody's going down the street. The boo got to me. Very funny, Hyde. Very funny. Yes, Teresa's. Yes. I had to give you an option. All right, fine. Except there's one little problem with going downstairs. It is freaking cold as ice down there. I can't even explain how cold it is. I will tell you in 2 seconds. All right, let's see. There you stop. It's 54 outside. There's no heater. Oh, God almighty. Jesus Christ. Oh, God. It's 61 degrees down there. Yeah, put a jacket on. Thanks, Teresa. I appreciate it. Yeah. Audra, take care. Have a good evening, sweetheart. It's nice seeing you. Again, tell your friends about my movie. Please share the hell out of that movie. The movie needs to get its time. Oh, God damn. Here we go. All right, so let's disconnect this. Sorry, guys, you're going to have to deal with this because you wanted it. You're going to get it. Toyota. All right, so no. All right, come on. Disconnect this power supply. No, you're going to have to just deal with it. You're not going to like it, but it's going to have to just work. Son of a B-I-T-I-T-I-C-I-T-H. Beachy. Come on out. Come on out. You come out. There you go. All right, let's see how the gosh John collect all the what. Get out of there. All right. How are we going to do this, kids? You don't want to see my face. You want to see what's going on in front. So give them the front view then, shit. All right, give them the front view, shit. All right, how about if I push this to this, clamp this to this. Come on, get out of the goddamn way. Come on, there. All right, good. Yes. Push this over. Come on, you son of a bitch. Come on. Here. Everything turns. All right, go. They don't want to see the goddamn freaking flashlight. I mean, there's the light. Get this out of the freaking way. All right, there we go. There we go. All right. All right, now you don't see us as I've got you clamped to my laptop. Whoa. Look at that crazy. What is that pattern? Look at that. Do you guys ever see that before? That's nuts. All right, downstairs we go. Shit. Come on, here we go. No. Don't be an ass. Come on. All right, so we're going down the hallway. I heard that. I have no idea what the hell that was. That was nuts. I heard the sound of something walking by us. So the laundry room's got laundry in it, so yeah, deal with it. That's the cameras turning on. Oh, thank you, Lisa. I'm sure Sharon appreciates that sentiment too. Yeah, you have to excuse the laundry. All right, let's go downstairs. Let's see if we can raise some spirits. So, like I said, you guys, I need you guys to share with your friends. House at the end of the drive.com. Ooh, is it? Oh, is it cold? It is freezing. Jacket or no jacket, my ass, it's cold. Oh, is it cold? Oh, is it cold? It is so cold down here. You guys have no freaking clue how cold it is down here. All right, so here's the room. We're here by ourselves. No, that's the lights working fine. There are no TVs on in the house. It's just me. Here. There's the dead bell. Here. See if the dead bell's still good. All right, let's turn the dead bell on here. Let's see about the cat toys. All right, so we got. Shut up! Let's see how's that look on camera. Is that good? Okay. I'm nowhere near the goddamn thing, as a matter of fact. I'm a good. Whew. Somebody's here with us. That the ball's going off because of me. Most likely, that is. That's kind of. I got it. I got it. All right, I'm going to put this here. Turn this here. Watch with me. Watch. Stay good. All right, I'm going to put this over here. I'm going to sit right here. You guys can see me. All right. All right. Good night, Kim. All right. Cold down here. Why is it cold? It's chilly as all hell. That's me turning it on. So, spirits, if you're here with us, Teresa, I cope with it very fine. Thank you very much. I don't have any problems with spirits. Spirits generally don't bother me. Generally is a big word, though, isn't it? I have more important things to fear than spirits, to be honest with you. Well, my cats would come down here all the time, Sue, if I let them, but I try to keep them out of this room because if I have company and guests that are allergic to cats, keep them out of this room means that my guests don't have to worry about being afflicted to the cat dander. So I generally keep them, or try to keep them, out of the third floor as much as possible. Doesn't mean I'm capable of doing that, but I try. Here, let me do this. I want to move this camera a little bit to this side here. Great. So you can still see the ball, you can still see me, and that works well. PJ, when is there not a police chase in LA going on? Crap. I'd be surprised if you said there wasn't a police chase going on in LA right now. Christ almighty. From your lips to God's ears, Lisa, I hope you're right, because so far I could use some help. No, my dogs won't go down here. Doesn't that scare me? No, everybody is fine-tuned differently. Whatever he perceives is his perception of what it is. No, the cats are not scared of the spirits in any way, shape, or form from what I've seen. Hurting cats is impossible. Yes, that's very true, Sue. Spirits, why don't you ring the bell? All right. Well, you can always ring the bell. Say hello that you're here with us. That must be the sound of the heater running on the other side of the wall there. Spirits, we're doing a live session right now for some company, for guests that are watching live. Would you guys like to give them a sign that you're here with us? Maybe knock one of the stuffed teddy bears off of the shelf over there. God knows you've spoken enough times to vocalize loud enough to say hello, so. Play the keyboard. You can interact with these cat toys or the bell or the REM pod. I don't know what you heard, Teresa. It sounds like I got a clock down here. I might have a clock down here that's ticking. I do have a spirit box, but I generally don't like to use it. Well, they're generally quiet around me. They don't really like to freak me out, because you got to remember, when I turn the lights off or when I turn the camera off and I'm off, not that it's any different whether the camera's on or it's not on. I'm still alone here. So it's like, you guys think it's different. It's like, yeah, when I turn off the camera, it's the same thing as the camera being on. I'm still quite alone. So they don't want to freak me out, which I appreciate. Thank you. I mean, you can always goose me every now and then to get a chill, get a thrill, get something for the audience. But yeah, I mean, I'm a good sport, so go right ahead and say it. Go for it. Do something, say something, be something. Yeah, generally speaking, when I'm here by myself, they're not that active. When there are other people here, they tend to be like, oh, all right, let's impress them. You guys don't count as other people being here because you're here visually, enjoying it virtually, but you're physically not here. So to the spirits, they're like, it's David alone, I would think. Yeah, eventually, sure, Lisa. When I've got some money and got the film, like I said, when I sell the film, I'm sure we'll be spending some money on doing some marketing for publicity posters and stuff and selling merchandise and stuff and t-shirts again, like we used to have. No, I'd be happy to have that. Please, Lisa. I need to get it out there. I really need to get it out there to the audience. I need fan support. I need a huge groundswell of fan support to get this thing out there so that people will know about it, so people will be talking about it, so people in the movie industry will be like the studio saying, what's this house at the end of the drive movie I'm hearing about? And the only way it can be done in this day and age is honestly through grassroots marketing and through fan appreciation and through fan participation in helping spread the word. Because I don't know what more I can do by myself. I've tried, and I haven't been successful enough to get the word out there like I need to. But I need to. And the need is greater than it's ever been right now. And I really need and appreciate your guys watching and helping and promoting the movie. I need to get the film out there. You hear that? House at the end of the drive.com. The link is there to rent the movie for $3.99 for 3 days. It's a bargain. Cats, chase after the things, after the spirits or track objects and like this. And I'm like, what are you? And then they start chasing stuff. I'm going, what the hell do you see that you're chasing? I mean, from literally just walking around to then just, or sitting there and just, and going, I mean, literally up and down the staircase. I've had Samantha run up and down the staircase chasing something that I've never seen ever, but I know she's chasing something that she sees. And it's as funny as all hell. I'm like going, what are you doing to my cats? Giving them a workout, are you now? Okay, I got it. It's an amazing thing. So the kitty crazies. It's not like the zoomies. It's not like they're running in circles. Oh, no. She is running with a purpose, with an intent, and with a focus on something. I mean, literally, she goes tearing. I'll be in my office, and I'll hear her run down the hallway, up the staircase, and across the floor in the living room. I'm going, what the fuck? And it's one cat only. It's not like one cat chasing the other cat. I mean, that's happened, obviously. But it's usually just Samantha or Domino chasing the other. Yeah, Terry, one of my cats passed away a year ago, 2 days ago, and it's just been thinking about him. Thanks, Foggy. I appreciate it. And do me a favor. Find one of your friends that's cockeyed crazy that knows how to make this stuff go viral, make it go viral, have him get involved or her involved, whoever it is. I think animals can see them without a doubt, Lisa. Maybe it's the zombies that. No, it's not the zoomies. Yeah, Reggie used to do that a lot. As a matter of fact, Tracy, he doesn't do that much. Reg is on his last legs. He looks so thin and so emaciated. I take him to the doctor, and the doctor said some dogs, as they get older, just start to lose weight and get really thin. There's nothing you can do about it, really, and that's what he is. What Calamity? Clocking in, yeah. Hey, Clint, so how are you? No, that's okay, Wendy. I understood. I knew it wasn't the zombies. But it can't be the zoomies, because zoomies are dogs running around and chasing the tails and going in circles. This cat is like and chasing something, and I'm like, okay, crazy cat, nice. The house is fine. It's quiet. It's cold. It's not that warm at all. It's freezing, as a matter of fact. Yeah, it's true, Teresa. It's true. I'm just, as my friend said, you gotta just live in the moment. You can't foresee the future and live in the future. You can only live in the present. And that's where you got to be in the moment with the dogs. So I just enjoy his company as best I can. Um, you know, hey, Chad. Oh, it's just, no, shit. There's, you mean just me? Lisa, you mean just me? Or you mean we're the spirits tonight when you say, where's everyone? I don't know where the spirits are. I know I don't want to go further than an hour and a half. I've been on for an hour and a half, and that's a long time. And usually it doesn't, nobody wants to watch me that much. I don't know, Lisa. I think that they're just subdued. Oh, so on a good note, we are working. Things are moving forward on the doc series. God knows what's going to happen with that. Um, what are rogue whiffs? I don't know, Chad. No, not really any poltergeist activity. I appreciate Sue, but like I said, on starting this coming end of the week, we'll be pitching the doc series out there. So hopefully that'll get picked up, and that'll go soon. Um, God, it's just this jacket's not keeping me very warm. I was just thinking, it's like, yeah, who gave me this jacket is dead as well, Chuck Barris. So, want me to reach out to Chuck? Hey, Chuck, it's your old neighbor, David Oman. Can you hear me, Chuck? Can you give us a sign that you're here with us? You know who I'm talking to. It's Gene, the dancing machine. There's Gene. Take it away, fat man. Yeah, I miss you, Chuck. You're one hell of a guy. And I still appreciate your memory, and I still appreciate you in my life as a neighbor and a friend. And I still have the jacket you gave me all those years ago. I still wear it with pride. I hope you're happy, Chuck. And you're with your daughter as well. Hey, Slow Massive. Hey, we were talking about the movie, that one over there, House at the End of the Drive, trying to get people to share the link with their friends of the movie, House at the End of the Drive.com. I need people to go out and rent it. It's $3.99 for a 3-day rental. Can you please share that with your friends? Yeah, I need something down here because it is cold. I'm telling you, it is. It is like, yeah, my nipples are even freaking frozen up. It's hot, hard. It's so cold in here. Oh, Jesus Christ! I'm not. Thanks, Chad. I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate it, Slow Massive. And I can't turn the heat on down. Turn the heat on so I can sit there for a few minutes and go be comfortable here, and then I got to turn it back off. It's more expensive to do that than to just shut the show off and go upstairs and go to bed. I know it's early, but I've been tired. I got to bed late last night. Excuse me. God, it is cold. Turn on the heat and think, what the fuck? David needs one of those things to wear the full body and head hoodie. You mean the big onesie? I do not would ever dare being caught dead in that. Look, before we go, I'll take you guys into the earth and water, and then I'm going to cut the feed. God damn, could you imagine? What was it? What was the line from A Christmas Story? He looks like a deranged Easter bunny. Darren McGavin, another friend of the family whose spirit's been visited here. Footy pajamas. Thanks. Drink some whiskey. Chad, I don't like drinking because I don't like dealing with the after effects of the hangover. Thanks for the sacrifice, David. Thanks, Wendy. I appreciate that. Weasel, I mean, I would keep you warm. Well, thanks, Chad. I appreciate it. Reefer does not keep you warm. Nothing can keep me warm except for getting out of this floor and upstairs. It is the coldest floor in the house. God, it feels like it's getting colder all of a sudden. It has no insulation under the floor, so the floor is just all exposed to 60 feet of dead air. Oh, not 60 feet. All right, 30 feet of dead air, of empty hillside underneath the house. So we didn't put insulation under the floor, which is stupid. I should have told my father. It's like, Dad, maybe you should put some insulation under the floor on the third floor. We didn't do that. It was stupid. Get a heated jacket. Yeah. Footy PJs with ghosts on them would be so cute. If you're a chick or if you're a kid that's under 7 years old, I'm sure it'd be adorable. I am neither of these, so I don't think you'll be catching me ever in that. No, I'm not taking any hot bath. It's too late. Cave life. Very funny. Well, I think I'll take you guys into the living room since we went into the guest bedroom and we looked at that, but we haven't gone to the living room. I know you guys like it. Keep it live. Oh God, Chad, stop it. Take a bath on the line. You guys couldn't pay me enough. I swear to God to do that. Jesus Christ. We'll take a bubble bath in the big jacuzzi tub on the third floor in here. And we'll do it live. Yeah, there you go. I can see it now. Oh, God. If I could raise money that way, I would certainly take a bath and do that in the big jacuzzi there. Take a bath. I'll Venmo you $250. Chad, you're too kind, and I don't believe you. Colorado says hi, Dave. Hey, Raymond, nice to see you. Colorado says hello back. I'm not an international treasure. I'm a debauched mess. nothing treasured about me, except maybe I should be buried. Oh, God. Kinky up in here. Yes, apparently that was. Taking a bath. Do I know any magic tricks? I know I guess you'd call it, yeah, I guess it's a magic trick, except it's really not a trick as much as it's a mathematical equation where you take a set of cards, you take the jacks, the kings, the queens, and the aces, and let's get into it. Oh, thanks a lot, Steve. I appreciate it. So slide in the bathtub. Jesus Christ. He's going to Venmo me $250 so I take a bath. I'd be in the tub before I went live. Let's put it that way. I have you on my TV, David. My dog is looking at the screen, barking nonstop. Hello, puppy. What'd your dog say? Thanks, Lisa. What did the dog do, Teresa? I'm curious. You have a nice bark. No, the dog just sees me. He sees my spirit. You are too good to that. Oh, I love talking to dogs and cats. I've actually pissed a cat off by talking cat. I don't know too many people that could have their cat look at them and their eyes get big and then go like, fuck you, bitch, and then scratch your face apart. And no, I wasn't just staring at her. I was meow, 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 meow. The cat was like, and went back and reared up and tried to scratch my face. Unfortunately, I figured after that,
I don't talk to cats anymore because when you don't know what the fuck you're saying to a cat and they understand what you're saying, but you don't, you can get yourself into a heap mess of shit problems. And I'm telling you the truth. I was lucky. I saw the cat. My eyes popped when his eyes popped. And I'm like, woo, like this, like a ninja. And his two paws went right on the side of my hands and like scratched my hands. But I was like, oh my God, I saved my face. I was literally like, excuse me, this cold air down here is not good. God, I'm breathing this freezing air. Teresa, is she still barking now? Yeah, I probably will, Chad. I'm sure if I had any say so over it. But then again, think about what happened in Beetlejuice 1. How the people, the new homeowners, destroyed the house that the Maitlands lived in. Okay? That's the problems with wishing that you stayed to haunt the house that you lived in. You know, it becomes a Beetlejuice affair. I'm a Leo on July 23rd, Lisa. Oh boy, Chad, if that's the case, go online and get yourself some slippery elm bark powder. You can get it on Amazon. It's specifically good for humans and for dogs, and for dogs that have the runs. It helps them out to get them solid. Also, I'd also say get a can or two of pureed pumpkin and get some boiled chicken and mix it up with pureed pumpkin. It'll help his digestion down. Oh, I'm so sorry, Moonchild. My parents were friends with Darren McGavin. Yes, slippery elm bark is very good. It helps. It takes a few, dosage, but it works. That's okay, Lisa. No big deal. Sure, Chad. No sweat. Teresa, it's okay if she barks. I'm sorry that she's barking at me. Sweet pea. Puppy. Who's a good girl? Who's a good puppy? Who's a good puppy? Who's a sweet puppy dog? Dish the doggy. Whoa, 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 whoa. Talking to the dog, I swear. So do you want to go into the earthen wall room to see what's going on in there? God damn, that's a good part, David. Great, thanks. Should have heard me last night. It must have been about 11:30, 12 o'clock last night. I was 11:30. I was in the kitchen, and I heard this piercing sound of a coyote. That literally sounded, it was like right outside the front door. It was so close. So I looked out and made sure that the goddamn coyote was not within a few feet of the front door. And sure enough, he was down the street, maybe 30, 40 feet down the driveway towards the gate, and he was right on the side of the hill, 10 feet up. And I was sitting there, and he was howling, chirping, and harping on. And I think what it was is when I hear them doing that, they're calling the other coyotes to come out for the dinner bell that they've got a prey item that they've cornered and they need help. And the neighbor came out. I said, oh, Mrs. Yazzie, she's got a flashlight. I said, I don't think that's a great idea. I said, Mrs. Yazzie, because she was walking right across the street, right to where the coyote was. I said, I think he's calling the other coyotes to signal them to come, like ringing a dinner bell. And I said, I think that we will be inundated with a few more coyotes in a matter of seconds. So getting closer to them is not a suggestion. I think you want to put yourself in a position of, and she pulled back in the house. I don't know, Chad. It's a good question. I don't know. I really don't know. It's a lot of, it's as I've always said, when you get a dog, the first thing that I think about is the fact that at some point in my life, I'm going to have to say goodbye to it. Same with a cat. And it just, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know if I could go through it anymore like I used to. Leo Power. How funny. Yeah, Moonshine, you definitely. I don't care where you live. Minnesota, Alabama, Arkansas, California, New York, keep your freaking goddamn domesticated house cats indoors to save the natural environment of the area you live in. Because your cats, whether you think them so cuddly and cute and kind, are the most voracious, um, bloodthirsty creatures. They are killers of they're indiscriminate. Thank you, Sharon. She goes, they're indiscriminate killers of birds, of lizards, of frogs, of other wildlife, of everything. And there's no reason for them. They're apex predators in an environment they have no business being in, meaning you're the outdoors. They wreak havoc on all native species. You talk about an invasive species. Domesticated cats that are let outside the home are an invasive species, I believe. Oh, but my cat wants to do this and that. He cries to be outside. So does he cry when he gets hit by a car? Does he cry when he gets into a cat fight and comes back with a torn ear? Does he cry when he's bitten by a coyote or killed by a coyote or killed by a pack of dogs? Does that make sense? For those reasons alone, not to mention the obvious that your cats are more exposed to diseases and infections and viruses from being out in an environment that they have no business being in the environment of in the first place. Okay? That's right, Weasel. It's very true. Oh, podcasting, please. Podcast. I need to get paid for that. I don't need a puppy. I had two puppies in my life, and that was a lot. Kitties are bloodthirsty. They're terrible. Toads are good. They live a longer life. What do you mean, would I? I've got two large aquariums. I've got a 90 and 180 gallon aquarium. Yes, I do have them. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I have some Minnesota mice that come in. Pet chupacabra, and I don't let them out. That's the first. I've got a litter robot. I've got a couple of litter robots, so I don't have to clean up the scooping anymore. I suppose you only film. You stop it, Chad. Jesus Christ. I got a Placostomus and a I forgot what the fuck she is. And a couple of other fish. Freshwaters only. Well, I'm so glad that my voice is relaxing. It reminds me of Dr. Fraser Crane. Well, Moonchild, you're good. Let that happen then. Yes, twisted sense of humor, my ass. You want to pay me $250 to take a goddamn fucking bath? I'll be in the tub up to my goddamn neck in bubbles. Trust me. $5 at the Amazon people at the drive. Oh, bubble bath. I want a show. Chad, stop it. You ain't getting that show. Ferrets are illegal in California. You can't have ferrets. Can't have ferrets, can't have weasels, can't have mongooses in the state of California. They are prohibited for home pets. You can't do it. I heard it again. Faint as all hell, but boy, did I hear that. It was like, well, that's just the way it is. Oh, that's nice. Hello, sweetheart. Oh. But what I was saying was I heard the sound of that goddamn high-pitched scream. Or You know, no ferrets in California. No. Yeah, it's just because they don't want to have a proliferation of people that are going to then be taking their goddamn domestic weasels and releasing them in the wild. That's why they don't want a proliferation of invasive species, which weasels, since they don't naturally occur in California, would be a problem. That's why they're outlawed and banned as pets. It's actually smart. Just like the people that have those gosh darn the what is it, the Vietnamese, that fish, I forgot the name of it, they call it frankenfish because it can live on water, it can live out of water and walk across land to the other ponds. Just crazy. Yeah, they're not allowed in Hawaii as well. No, Calamity, I haven't had anything, any events or anything like that for any roads or anything. No, don't smuggle me in a ferret. That's, problem is if the ferret gets sick, you have to take it to the vet. The vet by law has to notify the authorities that you have a ferret. It's not a good thing. And if you don't have a wildlife license to have the ferret, you can get, just let's not get into it. No beta fish, no. No mud. I used to have mud skippers, as a matter of fact, like 30 years ago. I agree with you, Teresa. I have ugh, kibble. Kibble is dog death. Kibble is cat death. You want to understand why kibble is bad for your pets? Because if you take a piece of kibble and you drop it into a solution of water, you watch how it goes from this big in the cat food kibble to like this big. All right, so it goes 3 times the size. So it goes from this to like this. Now put that inside your gosh darn cat's digestive system. Take a balloon and put some kibble in it and add some acid and stuff and watch that balloon expand. That's what's happening inside your dog's stomach and your cat's stomach every gosh darn day. Do you want to talk about the stresses of putting, we're not even talking about this, the crap that goes into the solution that is called kibble, but the byproducts that go into it, just the fact that it's like a sponge. It goes in small and then as it expands, it's basically putting torsion on the stomach lining of your dog or your cat. It's basically expanding and stretching it out. And then as it contracts when it's digested, it's garbage, not to mention the fact that it's garbage. I mean, the stuff, it's over baked, it's overcooked, it's all the nutrients are baked out of it because it's processed at such a high kiln temperature that it's killing all of the nutrients that are in there, and it's putting in carcinogenic byproducts into your dog's and cat's systems. Okay? So no, it's not a good thing. No, Chad, the house has only existed for 23 years. That's as long as I've lived in this house. Treats are garbage. I don't give my dogs or cats treats. The crap that they sell, that stuff that's got just loaded with, God, with chemicals and byproducts and crap. You're just shortening your pet's life in the long run. I don't even give my dog milk bones. You know what I give my dog? I go buy some soup bones, those big beefy soup bones. I put them in the what is it, a pot, and I boil it over the on the stove. And when they're done, I give them to him. He has the cleanest, shiniest, pearliest white teeth and no gunk and no buildup because he basically goes to town on those gosh darn, those huge soup bones. What? Do I go to concerts? Yeah, but there haven't been any concerts worth seeing. Yeah, you can freeze-dry food for your ferrets is great, of course, like liver and chicken and beef. Do I own a yo-yo? No, I haven't owned a yo-yo in a while. Treats are trash. That's right. Scraps are better, yeah. No, I haven't been barbecuing at all, Chad. Sorry. You ever taste the soup bones? No, Calamity, I don't. I just give them to Reggie. I used to give them to Fiona. every couple of weeks to basically clean the tartar off of their teeth. But their teeth were like cleaned from the back all the way to the front, just spotless. Never had a problem with them. That's why you give them milk bone when it's just baked crap and it's going to get into the system. It's just going to kill them anyways. No, Teresa, I'd never had Burt Ward's dog food. I mean, I'd never given them, you know. Would you go to see Taylor Swift? Three Note Mary? No. I do not wish to bother wasting time that I'll never regain by seeing Miss Swift. I'm not a Swiftie. I know Teresa, I know who the fuck Burt Ward is, and I know who Adam West is or was. Yes, I'm familiar. That's okay. I don't need to be told, reminded who he was. What kind of burger did you have, Jane? Hey, Billy. My days are never spooky. They're more mundane than they are spooky. It's when people pop in that it becomes spooky. God, I've been on for an hour and 50 seconds. All right, look, we're going off in 4 minutes. You caught that? 4 minutes, under 4 minutes, 3 minutes and 45 seconds and counting. You don't look like a Swiftie. Lamb burger. With gorgonzola. That sounds interesting. Lamb's a little bit, what's the word I'm looking for? Not gamey. It's gamey, but it's, I don't know. I mean, I have a meat grinder because I make my own dog food, so I could always buy some lamb and grind it up and make my own homemade, because I think that'd be probably cheaper and easier to buy some lamb and, grind it up myself and then make my own lamb burgers. Oh, no. At least you're killing me. Gave me bad gas, but totally delicious. Well, lamb can be chewy. It depends how it's prepared. Damn, I'm enjoying this. I'm sorry, Lisa. Yes. You hear that, spirits? I'm going to go for 4 minutes more unless they hear the bell. So if you ring the bell, they want me to continue as a result of you giving the sign to me that I should stay on longer. Okay. No, not at all, Teresa. Not at all. No insults whatsoever, please. Come on. It takes a lot for me to be insulted. Hamburgers only. Very funny. No lamb burgers there, Chad? I love bad gas. Jesus Christ, Chad. I know you live in the hills. Do you ever find fires close? No, luckily we haven't had any fires close to the home. The problem is we have a fire hydrant that doesn't exactly have water going to it right down the driveway from my house. And I have 300 feet of fire hose that I bought specifically in case of a fire to find out that the fire, plug's not working. God help us, lamb chops cooked on the. Hold on, kids. Somebody's calling me the fuck up. Who's calling me up? Hello? Hello? Ah, they hung up. Oh, boo, hoo, hoo. Somebody hung up. Well, ain't that a kick in the snot? Oh, God, we're down to 1 minute and 13 seconds. He gave me some shits earlier to David. Is it why? He gave me some shit earlier to David. Is it why? I don't know. I don't understand. All right, let's go take a look into the earth and water. I wonder who the hell that was it calling. They called the obviously it's somebody that called the whatchamacallit. God, it is fucking cold down here. All right, let's go take a look in the earth and water room. Come on, this way, so I can go show you guys the end of the night. End of the night. All right, come on. All right, come on, up and go. Oh, go. All right, so there's 34 of you little bastards. Yes, it is. That's nice. It's 10 o'clock. Where's the light switch? There we are. The earthen war room. My fun spot. Oops, sorry. Shit, damn it. Give me this. Come on. Trying to move my ass against the wall so you can see. Yes, that was the bell I wished for. Very funny. This is the earthen wall room. Now, those are just old beer bottles I have a whole collection of. I don't know, Lisa. Ooh, it's freezing in here. I don't really want to be down. Holy crap. Do you see that? You see the remnants of the insulation? Little bastards. Oh my God. Do you see the insulation there where it's cut out in a hole right there, right next to the piping? The little freaking bastards are coming in here. Oh my God, the little bastards. The little bastards being the goddamn squirrels. Holy monkey shits. You gotta fix that. That's who's eating the gosh darn. Oh, little bastards. Oh my God, son of a bitch. They're finding their way into the house. Do you see this? These holes here? They're getting in under the house and coming up and taking the goddamn insulation, using insulation and taking bits of the insulation. Did you just hear that? That was the bell. The bell just went off on its own. I guess they're telling me it's time to wrap it up. I've been on for too long. So look, for the last time, I want you guys to go to houseattheendofthedrive.com and share the shizza with your friends. Shizza whizza. All right, so look, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you again for participating in tonight's show, and I hope you enjoyed it. And please share houseattheendofthedrive.com with your friends. Share it, please. We need to get people to go out there and rent the movie. What are you guys saying now? You just saw a shadow? Probably. Do a little. What the fuck? Are you? No, I'm not going to do a little dance. Anyways, I want you guys to share. Fuck it, I'll do it right here. Go here. Here's where I want you to go. House at the end of the drive.com and rent the movie. Here, I pinned the message. You know what to do. Go tell your friends. Tell their friends to tell their friends to tell their friends and rent the movie for $4 for 3 days rental. You will enjoy it. You will have fun with it. I promise you. Jesus Calamity, thanks. I appreciate it. Like I said, guys, tell your friends. If you want to keep seeing me and if you want me to have the podcast and you want me to do this docuseries about the house, which I'm telling you, you guys will be like, that was the best goddamn paranormal show I've seen in ever. You will find it more compelling and more interesting and more fascinating and more straight to the point, less of the bullshit and drama of the paranormal than you've ever seen in any show collectively over the past 20 years. So like I said, have a good night. Have a very good weekend. Share the living hell with your friends on the movie House at the End of the Drive. And let's make this thing go viral. All right? Omen out. You guys take care until we see each other again. Take care. No.